Hello, my name is Tom Stiles, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show number 215. And what we're going to attempt to do this afternoon is some reception testing of the Tecsun Pl-380. And we're going to use its big brother, the Pl-660, kind of as a reference, shall we say. Not really trying to compare the two, this is more just of a reference. And what I attempted to do is, before I started recording, is I took both radios, putting them in the same position, so that they're in the same position, and had them do a full shortwave band ATS, automatic tuning storage scan, and store what they found. And this is, that was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon down here in Florida, so it's not the best conditions to shortwave, but to listen to shortwave, but the band seemed to be pretty quiet, not too much noise, and I was getting some pretty good stations. So anyway, here's the preliminary result of the test, and what I did, just kind of as for grins, is I timed how long it took to do the scans. Unfortunately, this radio doesn't tune as big a band as the 660 does. So that is going to shade the time required. And I would guess, looking at the times and the length of the bands, they're about the same. But anyway, here's the times. The Pl-380 scanned the entire band, which for it is 2.3 megahertz to 21.95 megahertz. It did that in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. And it had 9 hits. In other words, it found 9 stations that it thought were good stations to listen to. Now, the 660, which has a broader band, it tunes from 1.711 megahertz to 29.999 megahertz, so therefore it's going to take longer, just in the fact that it's got to tune a larger spread. And it took 4 minutes and 36 seconds, but it had 163 hits. Now, I haven't determined how many of those hits were outside the band that the 380 could hit. So we're going to take a look now at, or listen at, how they did. And granted, shortwave, things change, almost instantly. So conditions that were here, 20 minutes ago will be totally different now. But we're going to do the test anyway. And here goes. I'm going to set these down because, especially the 660, it's top heavy. And I got a comment from one of my subscribers that the one thing he doesn't like about these smaller portable radios is when you extend the telescopic antenna fully, they're really top heavy and can turn over. Now, what I suggest is that you normally use a little stand in the back and you lay them down so that they won't fall over, which is what I'm going to do. So you lay it down and then you take the antenna and try to make it as vertical as possible. Which, that's one thing I don't understand on both of these radios, is the antenna does not extend out enough from where the hinge is so that you can get it completely vertical. I'm not sure why that is. But anyway, so now I'm going to set this one down. And now, granted, I realize you can't see the screen very well, but this is safer for the radios, have them lay them down. So I'm going to turn on this. Actually, I'm going to turn on the 380 first because it only got 9 hits. So we'll go through its 9 hits real quickly and see if the 660 got the same hits. And like I say, conditions probably have changed, but here we go. Okay, I'm turning on the 380. Okay. That's coming in loud and clear. And that happens to be at, I'm not going to look up what program it is, but it happens to be at 13.845. So that's the highest frequency it found. So now I'm going to turn on 660. And lo and behold, it's on the same exact frequency, and that's the highest it found. And then let's verify that. Maybe I already tuned it. Yep, that is the 163rd it had found, and the 9th one this one found. So the reception on those two were about the same. Now we'll turn this guy back up, and we'll go to the next one, or the next one down. Oops, went the wrong way. I never can remember which way to go on these things. It was there a second ago, but there's. I'm getting some kind of interference, but it's there. Let me turn the light off. No, it's not the light. But I'm getting some kind of interference, but there is a signal there. Possibly if I got out of this noisy room, RF noisy-wise room, to understand that it wouldn't be suffering from that noise that's coming in. I'm in my office because where I would normally do this test is down in my workshop that doesn't have the big noise environment, but it's 45 degrees down there. And being a Florida boy, raised and born in Florida, I can't take 45 degrees. That's just too cold. So that's why I'm upstairs. Okay, so let's see what that was again. That's 13.57. Now we'll turn this guy on. Nope. It got one at, let me go back on, I forgot what it was. 13.82. It got that frequency, but this one did not. But again, maybe that one wasn't, that frequency wasn't coming through as strong when this one scanned. I believe I scanned, yes, I scanned with this one first and then this one. Not that it makes any difference. Okay, so that was a miss for this guy. And what I can do is, if my show doesn't run too long, I can go back and try some of the ones that this one got, that this one didn't get, try them manually and see if they're there. Now, okay, let's try the next one. Okay, that's 12.160. It's coming in pretty good. It's still got that kind of wave noise, pulsing noise. It's being overriding the signal on this guy. So that was, let me write this down, otherwise I'll forget. That's 12.16 megahertz. Okay, we'll turn this one on. Well, that's the next one that this one found, but there's nothing there. A lot of noise. The S meter is full strength. The S meter is full strength, so there's a lot of noise. So I picked that one up because it had a strong signal. Unfortunately, it was noise. So we're going to skip that one. And I'm looking for 12. Wow. This has a whole bunch more. 13. Noise. Okay. Now we drop down. Okay. That is 12.12. The other one had one at 12.16. Again, maybe when I did the scan on this one, that station wasn't as strong. So this one missed the 12.16. So it kind of makes you wonder about the validity of this test, since I didn't have them scan at the exact same time because I didn't want one radio to interfere with the other one. Maybe next time I'll try having them scan at the exact same time, but of course I still can't get them in sync perfectly because this one starts at a lower frequency than this one. So I kind of I'd have to let this one start and watch it, and then when it gets to the frequency range of this one, start this one. Yeah, I might try that, but that'd be difficult. Okay, let's go to the next one on this radio. Okay, there's one at 12.05. The signal there with that pulsing noise. I don't know where the pulsing noise is coming from, but it's really predominant in this radio, and it's not in this radio. So I'll write that down, 12.05. And we'll see if this one got that. Got several in the 12s, which are all noise. Yep, you got it. And this radio is the signal. The real signal is about the same, but that doesn't have that pulsing noise in it. Let me just move these radios around and see if that makes any difference. Doesn't there. Let's turn this one back on. Turn this one off. You probably can't hear it very well because my webcam audio is not that great. But the pulsing was still there. It wasn't as high, but it was still there. But the signal wasn't as high either at this moment. So let's put them back where they were. And didn't seem to make too much difference switching them. And we'll go to the next one on here. Oops. Okay, that's coming in pretty clear, and the pulsing was not in that band, and that was at 11.93 megahertz. So let's see if this one's got it. Other 12. Whoops, I'm going the wrong way. Yep, there it is. Let me try something here. This one, let me turn both on. Yep, I got the same frequencies. But this one on this frequency is coming in a lot stronger and clearer. And this is at 11.93. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Okay, moving right along. Let's try the next one. We don't have too many on this radio, so about done. Okay, that's 11.775. I'm getting an RF noise. Try my lights. Nope, it's not my lights. But there's a good signal there, except for that noise. Okay, let's try this guy. So we got to turn it on first. Dummy. Now it's got a bunch of hits. And all noise though. Oh, lots of hits. Okay, we're looking for 1175. Yep. Yep, there it is. Okay, you can see that this radio has a high number of hits when it did the scan, but it's got I don't know, I'm guessing about 40% are noise. Where this one, every hit so far, there's actually a station there. So, I'd kind of rather have real stations captured than all this noise stations. So, I kind of like what this guy's doing. Okay, let me go back one more time with this one. Okay, so that one had found it and that one found it. So both of them right now seem to be finding the same stations that are common. Is that the right wording? That are common, the same station? I don't know. So anyway, let's keep going. Gosh, I'm up to almost 20 minutes now on my recording. So let's turn this back on. And we were at memory location 4. There's 3. Here it is. This radio is also susceptible to your hand, capacitance of your hand. See, it does better when I touch the antenna. That's the other thing is, this antenna lengthwise is about 3/4 of this antenna. So that makes a difference. Okay, so this is at 9.98. And if I put my hand on the antenna to give it, probably it's giving it an effective a longer length. It's bringing in the station better. So let's see if this one's got that. A lot more hits with noise. A lot more. Okay, what did I say that was? 9.8. Okay. It had that one. Really weak. No noise. No extra noise, I'll call it. But it's really weak. And again, I make a good antenna. But of course, you won't want to really have to sit there and hold your antenna. So we'll have to look into that later about that phenomenon, about adding the extra capacitance from your hand. Okay, that's pretty strong. Let me go back to this one. Yeah, again, it appears that the signal part, the actual radio broadcast on both radios are about the same. It's just that this one is more susceptible and it's getting this noise. So, okay. So let's get going here. We'll go back to this one again. That was memory location 3. There's 2, which is 9.690, and there's nothing there. Nothing. So let's see if, let me just turn the volume down so I can look at the frequency. Okay, we'll turn this back on. More noise, more noise. Lots of just noise. See, there's where you got a high count. Picked up all this noise. Okay, and we want to go down to 9.6. Nope. Nothing there. So it didn't capture anything. So possibly that was a case of the station was there and it's gone now. Okay, so we got one more good to go, I think. Yep, turn that up. Spanish speaking station 5.025. Turn that volume down. Turn this one back on. Oh, just tons of noise. There was an actual station there, but lots of noise. I'm up in memory location 80. Noise, noise, noise. All this is noise. And the S meter is almost like full scale. Okay, we're going to zip down here and see if it finds 5.025. Nope, it did not find it. So there was, let me see if this one's actually picking up anything again. Okay, that's picking up a station that this one didn't find. Now, let's go into VF mode. And, well, I gotta turn the radio on first. And we'll dial in 5025. No, just noise. Now that's interesting. This radio at that frequency is getting a lot of noise. This radio at 5.025 is not getting too much noise, and therefore that weak signal that's in there you can hear. Okay, so that's kind of the test today. Probably at best it's inconclusive. If I had to give it a yes or no, I would say that the two radios are about the same as far as reception. This one appears to pick up a lot more noise when it does its auto scan than this one. And I think in general, going through all these channels that it had picked, only ones that were valid were the same ones that were in here. So based on that, one test, this one had less hits as far as finding something, but everything it found, I think with the exception of maybe one, was a valid broadcast. So I'm kind of impressed with this little guy right here. Okay, so if you have any comments, if you have either one of these two radios and you've got any comments you'd like to give us all, please do that. Leave a comment for us. If you have any suggestions about testing, like I say, maybe I should try to sync them up so they scan the bands at the same time so that the atmospheric conditions are the same. Maybe I'll try that. So anyway, that's the show for today. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.